This time, I will introduce an example of easily creating an environment of mean stack by using Docker on WSL. Mean stack is an acronym for JavaScript-based free software, which is popular all over the world and is named after it. M represents MongoDB of the database. E represents middleware expressed, which can easily construct web server. A represents Angular, which is a client framework that Google provides free. N is JavaScript-based Node.js that provides a common basis for clients and servers. The most important point is that you can build an environment from server to client with JavaScript. In other words, whatever the device it is, if the browser is decorated, it will be able to run. It creates all the differences in the operating environment that had plagued developers in the past. Whether in the Windows environment, Linux environment, or Mac environment, it can run without problem. Moreover, it includes the server environment. Furthermore, we do not care about the recipient's device environment, that is, desktop machines or smartphones will work with the problems. With this display, you can avoid having to be conscious of the device environment, especially by using Angular material. This time, this function is realized by using Angular material based on Angular 7. First, open Ubuntu on WSL. Then type sudo update to get update information. Next, type sudo upgrade and upgrade based on this update information. Next, install Docker Compose. Type sudo apt install Docker Compose. Next, download the source of client, middleware, and server software to be used this time. Open the GitHub site in the browser. That URL is github.com/out/meanstack on Docker. When the page is displayed, click Chrome or Download on the right side and copy its download address. First, create a directory for downloading. Here I created __dummy directory in /mount/c/__my program. In this directory, type git clone github.com/out/meanstack on docker.git and download the source programs. Next, in this directory, enter code dot to start Visual Studio Code. First, check the contents of the Docker Compose file. This file describes cooperation relationships such as client and server software. For example, Angular-related software, which is the client software, depends on MongoDB. Also, middleware express-related software also depends on MongoDB. These are specified with depend on and links commands. In addition, for MongoDB, we also specify the administrator username for initialization and its passwords. Please note that these usernames and passwords will be used in the MongoDB administration tool that I will introduce next. First of all, regarding Express-related Docker file. We're going to copy the files in the current directory into the container and run npm install. Also, port number 5000 is opened. Next, for Angular files related to clients, we are going to open the Docker file first. The specification of this file is in two stages. That is, first, build the same environment in a container, compile it in production mode. It copies the generated JavaScript complex file to the home of Nginx on lightweight Alpine Linux. Please note that since this client software is in the form Markdown's editing software, it also installs Markdown to HTML conversion to Markdown ID. First of all, enter Docker Compose app to create the related Docker image. Next, type Docker Compose down and delete all related containers once. First of all, you need to register data in MongoDB for display on the client. This is a procedure for generating a container image first. That is, if it takes time to start a database such as MongoDB, even if you specify a startup order of each software in Docker Compose by depends on, etc., it will be a linkage error while creating the image it is formed. Next, we are going to input the sample data in MongoDB. First of all, enter Docker Compose down, delete all the containers. Enter Docker Compose app Mongo again and start only MongoDB. Here we'll use Studio 3T tool for inputting MongoDB data. It's free during the period, so it is very useful tool for MongoDB users. First of all, you need to connect to MongoDB. After starting Studio 3T, click the connection icon. Then, select the next connection. Enter the server name appropriately. Then, select the Authentications tab. In addition, select Basic in Authentication mode. And set the username, it is username, and password, it is password, set for the administrator in the Docker Compose file in the same way. Then click the test connection button bottom left. And if it is OK, the connection is complete. Click the Save button and save the setting. In addition, click the Connect button and connect. Next, click the Enter Shell button, open the MongoDB shell window and enter Use Blog to create a blog database. Click Enter Shell button again to register the data. Since this is registered in GitHub, paste the file and register it. Finally, register the access authority of the reference user. It is sample. It is also used as it is registered in GitHub. First, stop running MongoDB. Type docker compose down. Next, start all the software. Type docker compose app. If MongoDB, Express, and Angular are working well, accessing HTTP localhost 8080 on the browser allows you to launch Markdown Editor, which also supports smartphones. This software uses the function of Angular material, and style is set according to the screen resolution of the desktop machine, smartphone, and etc. In addition, paging function, sort function for each column, and etc. are also enabled. Clicking the arrow in the header of each column sorts by using that column as a key. The number of display lines can also be changed. Click the icon in the lower right to display the next page. Click the Edit button in each column to display the page for correction. Click the View button in each column to display the page on which Markdown was recognized. It is okay. Thank you for your watching.